What's poppin', T-Subs and T-Squad? So, girl, listen. I just got finished watching The Come Up New York. This is season 3, episode 6, Drinks and Links. Now, before I go in and I have on this tad delayed and through piss poor ass episode that I had to suffer through for 30 some minutes, maybe even less because it was short as all hell. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell, become the notification gang. And if you really rock on my channel like you say you do, make sure to watch those ads. My PayPal and Cash App will be listed down to the description box. You can also donate to the channel by joining. I have 2 tiers. Both tiers are a recurring payment on your charge cards every month. Feel free to cancel at any time. You could also donate to the channel by going over to teesprings.com/TTalkBoutique for all of your T-Talk needs. Girl. Now, see, Karan, I love you to death, baby. You were the very first person from there to subscribe to the channel, hit me up, tell me how much you enjoyed the review, this, that, that, and this, and baby, I definitely appreciate you. You ain't never did nothing to me, and I think you was a sweet person. But because I like you, I gotta be honest with you. For this to be your 3rd season, it is still very typical first season with all of the amateur acts. The amateur people that you have in here, these amateur beefs that you have in here, the amateurish production that you have going on. And trust me, Karan, I'm really not trying to go in and I have on you. I'm not. I could say a lot more, but I'm not going to. You know, over the strength of our arm's length relationship, I'm not going to do that to you. But I feel like when something comes into a 3rd season, you should already have the nicks and the crannies and the kinks kicked out. See, we can sit up and talk about Chasing Dallas all day, but at least it took them 1 season to get going in and let have on from everybody from here to Timbuktu for them to get their production value together and get it popping to the way that it is now. No matter how we may feel about a couple of the episodes, production has done a much better job in their 1st season. Here it is, y'all are in y'all 3rd season, y'all in restaurants. I could barely make out what the people is talking about. Nobody has on any type of mic or anything like that. We have to fight to hear what people are saying because you're in a loud, populated ass restaurant. Like, damn, you couldn't even pick a restaurant that wasn't even that full that day so that we can get the full conversation and the gist of the people that was going on. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, Karan, because I like you a lot and I really feel like you have something here. You have it. But damn, bitch, by the 3rd season, you should be on your P's and Q's, and I shouldn't even be having this conversation with you. But whatever. We just gonna get into this tad delayed and through ass episode, and I'm gonna give you the best that I got, baby, because, child, quiet as it's kept. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this on my repertoire. I'm really not, girl. Y'all hoes ain't even watching it like that, no way. Girl, my Chasing Dallas reviews get way more likes, clicks, and views than this do, but it is what it is, and it ain't no shade. I'm just being honest. The episode start with me. First of all, the whole episode starts off with Ken coming to his tired ass drinks and links thing, whatever that gay ass shit was. Started off, he's there late, but late. You know, we see Mitch and Justin get there first. The both of them decide to have a conversation with each other, finally talk as 2 grown-ass men. You know, Mitch basically says, listen, I apologize for putting my hands on you. That's not what I'm about. I'm not a fighter like that. I'm not trying to have that on my resume. I'm not about all of that, blah, 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 blah. And then Justin decides that he's going to go on ahead and apologize. And Justin admits for being a messy bitch, for running back, telling Chance some shit that he did not have to tell Chance about. And my whole thing about, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Anywho, I'm just glad that the both of y'all decided to be 2 grown men and go on ahead and lay that shit to bed. I'm really glad y'all did. Girl, not only they apologized to each other, they shook hands and everything. They ain't had no problems with each other, nothing that night. Girl, Justin even invited him down to his little casting call to this fashion show, I guess that's what it was. Like I said, you know, the audio was so jacked up because everybody else, and it was a packed night, we couldn't hardly hear any of the conversations that was going on. That's probably why Chance and Justin and Montel had to yell at each other, because in order for them to even hear what each other was saying. But we'll get to that in a minute. Chance, Ken, and O'Neal comes in. O'Neal sees Justin and Mitch sitting there being cordial with each other, and is confused by what he saw, but he's glad they made up. O'Neal, I'm not understanding what you're confused about. What happened. They both decided to talk like men. They both decided to get over it like men, and they left it alone. Where did we lose you at, sis? Where did we lose you at? I'm going to tell you where you lost me at, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Mitch apologizes to Chance for what happened, and Chance gives this backhanded ass and Mitch, I understand it. You know what? This ain't nothing but a reality tube based YouTube show that none of y'all is getting the check for. The only person that's making any type of money out of this is Karan and Gemini Films. The only thing the rest of y'all are getting is likes, clicks, and views, and maybe a few little Instagram and Twitter followers, you know, giving y'all a little, you know, yang around the house. So I get it. It's like, girl, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm going to go on ahead and apologize to you. But Chance, your apology was so backhanded. It was so wishy-washy. And in my opinion, it was rooted in something that was very disingenuous. You sat there like you was a fine bitch at the club and you did nothing wrong. At the end of the day, I feel as though he did you a favor, Chance, because without this situation, what would you have to give us? You've been on this show for what, 2 seasons now? This is the 3rd season, and we still don't know what your come up is, sis. Then you gonna sit up here and call him Mitch the bitch and this, that, and this, and it was just so tired. It was so rudimentary. It was so elementary. It was so childish. It was so unbecoming of what anyway. O'Neal brings up the fact that Mitch said that he was going to press charges, and Chance feels funny about that. O'Neal, listen, daughter, because I like you a lot, O'Neal. I really do. Despite the fact that most of my colleagues from the Just Us League don't see it for you at all. It's funny because the same way Scotty tries to get me to like mutton chop Chance, it's the same way I be trying to get them to like you, and they just don't see it for you. And this is the main reason why they don't see it for you. Because at the end of the day, O'Neal, you was messy as hell. That situation had absolutely nothing to do with you. You did not have to bring that up. There was no reason for you to bring that up. They decided to apologize to each other, whether Chances was backhanded or not. The both of them still decided to apologize to each other, and it would have been over with. You sitting up here disclosing that piece of tea, and what did you get out of that? What did you get out of that? Then not to mention you sitting there throwing all of this shade at Mitch because he did an acapella video, which is what you're supposed to do when you are a singer and you really want people to know that you're serious about your craft. You're not T-Pain that auto-tuning it. You really got a voice out here. He decides to do an acapella video. You're bringing that up, questioning him about fans and your fans are real and this, that, and this. And it's like, and then you got the nerve to sit up and say, you know, well, I was just asking a question, but you doing all of this. Let me tell you something that you bitches do that I absolutely hate. And I'm going to put my phone down for this point right here. I hate when you bitches want to sit up and throw your shade. Then when the person catch the shade and they check your ass on it, then all of a sudden you become the distraught white woman running up the spiral staircase. Like, he did absolutely nothing to you. This was the second time you was in his presence. Like, because see, Mitch, I mean, O'Neal, I can't say what I want to say without going in and letting have. And I really don't want to do that. Like, I'm yet holding out for you, O'Neal. I really am. I want to like you so bad. And I believe that you are a likable character. Baby, what you had on was everything. That Gucci hat, baby, hit me up and let me know where you got that from, honey, or I could borrow yours. You know, I don't want to give you too much, O'Neal. I just want you to get that together, because all of that shade that you was throwing, Mitch ain't, all of that shit that you was selling, Mitch won't buying it. He won't hear for it. And I don't feel as though he deserved that coming from you. Anyway, Montel shows up looking like Miss Girl just rolled up out the bed and said, child, I got to go down here and shoot for this little piece of shit scene. Girl, let me go on ahead and just brush my teeth. Quiet as it's kept. He looked like all he did was gargle. And went on ahead, threw her hat on, threw some dusty ass Air Forces or blocks. That's what they call them down here, girl, blocks. Put on some blocks or something, or some Timbs. Y'all know how y'all New Yorkers do. Y'all throw on some Timbs and a heartbeat. Let me go out there and shoot this little piece of scene, honey. But let me tell you something. I lived for Montel's confessional look. And what that shows me is he definitely got it. Montel definitely has it. I just want him to have it a lot more in these scenes. I'm glad that we see you in your natural, your beat self, because you was real handsome, Montel. I said, wait a minute. I ain't never really been attracted to him, but you know, I had to do a double take, like, ooh. You know, you need to calm down on the eyeliner a little bit, but you know, it was okay. I was here for it, Montel, so I ain't gonna give you much. Montel feels the need to tell Justin how he felt about what he did to Mitch, starting all that drama. Spanky shows up late and catches what was going on between Justin and Montel. Everybody tries to calm the situation down because they're in a public restaurant, and O'Neal feels like Justin went from 0 to 1,000 really fast, and it wasn't that serious. And I had to agree. I don't feel like it was that serious, and I'm with Montel. At the end of the day, he told the absolute truth. You did what you did looking for a moment. You did way too much. That situation never would have popped off in that manner had you never said anything. At the end of the day, and people love to sit up and say Mitch shouldn't have said nothing. But let me tell you something. And my good brother L. Teddy said it best. At the end of the day, it's not just Chance's story to tell. It's Mitch too. He was there. He laid down the pipe. So if he decides to go out and tell somebody who he laid down with, that ain't got shit to do with Chance. And if Chance really felt some type of way about that being said, he could have did what everybody else do. Deny. But to sit up and want to be upset and want to fight this man and this, that, and this. Like, anywho. Spanky decides to, because I refuse to talk about that fight anymore. I'm not giving that fight any more dust, any more conversation, any more of my time. Let's move on, people. Girl is chasing Dallas all over again. Girl, and Spanky decides to speak to Chance to get to the bottom of what their issues is. Chance says, looking back on it, he doesn't understand. Looking back on it, he does understand how he could have felt ambushed the last time they were talking, and they didn't mean for that to happen. I'm glad y'all got over that, but bitch, I don't give a damn. That was last season. I don't care. Anything that happened last season or close to it, to let Scotty tell me, I don't care about that. Nor do I care enough about you or Spanky at this moment to go back and try to watch to see exactly who said what was said. And much like Mitch Montel said, everybody up here is shady hoes. Okay, y'all sit up, y'all talk about each other like a dog behind each other's back. This, that, and this. This is what y'all signed up for. Get over it. Move right on along. Montel commentating for a ball. Shout out to you, Montel. Glad we see you doing to come up with something. Spanky is doing a radio interview with the Fresh Movement. Spanky, baby, let me give you some grown lady sitting under the tree, grown womanly, motherly advice. That's my mama gave me. Girl, take it to the back. The fact that I had to see your spray painted hairline and starting in the middle of your hair, baby, that need to let you know. And girl, your barber, child, listen, your barber needed his money by any means necessary. If he decided to have you sit up in his chair making a mockery out of his clippers and his scissors, take it to the back, Spanky. Take it to the back, Spanky. Like girl, your hair, it started here. Take it to the back, Spanky. Take it to the back. Go on ahead and get rid of it. You're not going to be ugly. You're not going to be hideous. You know, I like a bald head. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're a cute guy. You're not going to get ugly if you ain't got no hair. take that shit to the back, girl. That's really all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Like I said, the episode was delayed and through. It was short. Nothing really went down that I really could care less about. I'm surprised I gave y'all 14 minutes of this damn shit. But y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. I'm about to get off here, edit this, and enjoy my night before the Housewives come on and before Insecure come on. Oh, one more thing. Anybody that follows me, guess what? It is It's Me D's birthday. So make sure y'all go follow It's Me D. Tell him happy birthday. Tell him I sent you and he's gonna treat you right. I'm about to get off here, but I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That kush, that be my starter kit. I just woke up and I rolled up.